Welcome into Drew Staley Diamond for Friday, January 10th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Got one college football, this semifinal, the Cotton Bowl with Ohio State and Texas at the top. Going to finish it off with one college basketball game, UCLA and Maryland on the Friday night lights card here. Guys, let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, in order of kickoff and tip-off, 8:30 Eastern, the college football semifinal, the Cotton Bowl from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Ohio State and Texas. The Buckeyes and the Longhorns here. 52.5 being the total. Ohio State minus 6-point favorites. Texas comes in 13-2 on the season. Ohio State 12-2 as we get the Big Ten Conference, the SEC Conference, squaring off for the right to go to the national championship. We're looking at Ohio State here winning and covering their first two playoff games against Tennessee and Oregon, looking strong doing so. They were minus 7-point favorites against the Volunteers and then minus 2.5 against the Oregon Ducks in the rematch. And they scored 40-plus points in both games. And that includes, guys, Ohio State not really scoring in the fourth quarter. They had big leads. They actually scored 35 points in the first game and 41 points in the second game in just 3 quarters of work. So that fourth quarter really in both games was just kind of mop-up duty. So this offense has looked strong. Their only losses to Michigan and then Oregon the first time. They kind of regrouped and got them the second time and looked strong doing so. Problem here is this a little bit of recency bias? You know, everybody just saw Ohio State looking really good. Everything that I've heard, everybody likes the Buckeyes in this game. And, you know, I go back to it's a little bit more than just what happened the last 2 games. You know, Texas, their only 2 losses were against Georgia. So 13-0 against everybody else. And yes, Ohio State's defense is good. But this is a matchup of the top 3 defenses in the country when you go by total defense here. So Texas's defense is right there with them. And in fact, Texas actually ranks number 1 in yards per attempt against, just 5.5. Their defense is also, you know, quarterbacks throwing against them, only giving up 8 touchdowns, and they've got 21 interceptions. So that ratio, Texas can turn you over, and they don't let you throw a whole lot of touchdowns here. This is going to be a tough day for Ohio State, I think. And at least, you know, a tough enough day where they don't win by a full touchdown here, guys. They got to win by margin. And this Texas team, they've gone a long time without catching +6 here. So I actually think we're getting a buy low here, kind of buy the dip, if you will. That's the Texas Longhorns. Oh, I haven't heard many people talk about either. This is in the state of Texas. So, hey, we're heading to Arlington, and we're jumping on the Texas Longhorns +6 for the Friday night semifinal in the Cotton Bowl. Guys, got UCLA and Maryland coming up. A reminder, if you could comment below, it helps out the algorithm, grow the show. Your picks for tonight, for this weekend, all is welcome in all sports. Always appreciate you guys chiming in. As we got 9 p.m. Eastern, UCLA and Maryland. The Terps, minus 5-point home favorites, 139 being the total. Talked one Big Ten team in the football game. Was a Big Ten conference matchup here early in the season in college basketball. This game also nationally televised on Fox, 9 o'clock Eastern, Xfinity Center, College Park, Maryland. With both teams looking a lot stronger this year, 11-4 coming in, following sub-500 campaigns last year. Both teams actually finished 16-17 for their final record. Also, another interesting note, both teams come in losing 2 straight games. So who's going to bounce back here? Hey, I think we got an angle of what to bet in this one that I really like. UCLA, yes, 11-4, losing 2 straight to Nebraska and Michigan. They've actually lost 3 of their last 4 games to Michigan and Nebraska. They actually lost to Michigan by 20 points, and that was at home just on Tuesday. They lost to Nebraska. They did beat Gonzaga, and then they lost to North Carolina before that. So a tough road here for UCLA. Granted, you know, losing 3 of their last 4, but tough opponents here. And I go back to that last loss at home. You know, can they bounce back? Yes. But losing by 20 points in front of your home crowd here, now having to go on the road, regrouping, there is a question mark, particularly when you're hitting free throws under 70% in a competitively priced game. And we look at the Terp side, losing 2 straight games, but both on the road at Washington, at Oregon. Now they're returning home. That was a Friday, Sunday turnaround. So they got all week to be back home here. And this is a team that doesn't turn the ball over, that does not turn the ball over on offense, top 10 offense in terms of turnover percentage. They're top 30 in overall offense and defensive efficiency. And back-to-back home games up next here, guys. We've talked about it before. We got a winner on Wednesday night with that Cal-Virginia game. Teams going cross-country. We're getting it again here, and we're backing the home team again here, guys. Maryland -5. I think it's the side, and I like them looking ahead at the schedule on Monday night. They're at home against Minnesota. So looking to back Maryland here, the Terps in their next two games. Big free throw edge here, guys. You always want to look at the free throws, always in college basketball, but particularly around this price point, a -5 on the Terps. That's the play for this one. Maryland -5. In recap, it's Texas, the Longhorns, +6 here against Ohio State, kicking us off in the semifinal. Appreciate everybody tuning in. That Texas +6, guys. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. Drew Martin Experts page, WagerTalk.com. But thank you for watching the show. That is the client play for the college football slate. Texas +6. It's the best bet for the show. Maryland -5. Comment below. Smash that like button, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Come back and join us on the Saturday card. Drew's Daily Diamond checking out. Smash that like button, comment below. Cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.